What's up, y'all? It's been a while since I've been able to do a video. Things get busy and life gets in the way, but I did finally finish this 200-gallon on the wagon lead with the big old off-road tire package. So I'm gonna do a quick walk around of it and kind of show you what I did. Something like this interests you, you can get in my queue. I've got 5 smokers in the queue right now to get through this year. So probably won't be able to do any more for this year, but I will be able to start some early next year. So if you want to get something done, you're not in a huge hurry, just let me know. All right, let's start back here at the Firebox. So this thing is fully insulated all the way around. This fire's been burning. I'm trying to do it nice and slow, but look, you can put your hand right on top of that. It's not burning super high right now, but I think it's at a pretty, look at that though. Nice and steady across. I'm gonna do real low for about 2 hours. Then I'm gonna crank it up a little bit and get the fire really rocking, but super even across the board, even at the low temps. You can see the draw coming out really good there. Not too concerned about burning a super clean fire right now, but as you can see, this thing's drawing absolutely perfectly. So fully insulated box. Did I wouldn't call it exactly a V bottom, but I've got, you can see the sides are sloped. Get a nice cold bed burning in there in the middle. Just getting it going nice and slow right now. This client went ahead and wanted, I think these are 16-inch tires. He wanted the 16-inch tire package. I'm sorry, the 23x10s on 14. So these things are freaking beefy, but it sure makes this thing really easy to move around. I wheeled it out of the garage on this slope right here and turned it around backwards all by myself, and I'm not huge. I'm about 180 pounds. So I went ahead on this one here, I used my surfacing tool and did what's basically what looks like some brushed nickel on the strapping, and then did the same thing on that big door handle. Looks real nice. I think it looks cool. I like the handle the same way. Let's see here. So this steering mechanism, this is one that I come up with. I just made a 4-point connection on the bottom and then welded that hub into the bottom there. Get in here closer. I gotta put that cap on straight. So anyway, it worked out awesome the way it is right now. It makes it really simple to turn, not a problem at all. I didn't do a super huge oversized collector on this one, but it does have a 6-inch stack that's 40 inches tall. Did the same brush look here on the handle. I think that turned out pretty awesome. Makes it easy to move around. And this client really wanted this smoker painted, and he wanted it painted. First, we're gonna do a baby blue color. Hold on just a second. Let me go around to the side here. At first, he wanted it a baby blue color, and we were gonna do that. And then he got a new car, and he's like, "You think we could paint it to match my car?" He goes, "I think that'd be pretty cool." And I was like, "Yeah, you get the paint, and we'll do it." With my, I have that table I haven't even got a chance to use yet either, which is insane. I'm thinking about selling it because I just don't know if I'll even have time to get into the fabrication side of things. But with my air dryer setup and all the filters I have on my compressor, painting this thing was really nice and really easy. So that made a huge difference in doing a actual custom paint job. The black is a high temp barbecue paint, and then this, I think we got it off of Auto Paint HQ, and it's a kind of a royalish blue color with a little sparkle in it. It looks really nice. I always like a single door with big racks. Always seems to work out nice. You could run a water pan either on top of the Firebox back there, or you can do one. I like to run them like right next to the Firebox, but on the rack right here. And that gives you, for a smoker this size, you could run 3 briskets across in there, and you could probably run 3 pork shoulders. And that's a lot of food for someone cooking in their backyard. And then of course that top rack, you could do all kinds of stuff up there. You could do pork belly, wings, anything you don't mind getting a high temp to would be really nice in that size of a smoker. In case you're wondering, those racks are 44 inches wide. Seam to seam is about 40, I think it's 45 inches. So those are 44 inches wide. Bottom one's 29 inches deep. Top one's about 24 inches deep. So I always put mine at about 8 inches off of the setting of the bottom of the strapping here. That way I can make sure that when these go on, that they go right underneath the top rack. That way they don't get in the way there. So Things drawing nice, looks real nice. This smoker like this, 200 gallon on this big a wheel tire package. He bought the wheels and tires himself, which is about 600 bucks. And I think we ended up doing right around $5,100 total. I'll have to go back and look at my notes, but he pays half up front and then he'll pay the other half at delivery. But that's what something like this would cost. If I had to buy them, it'd probably be like around $5,700 total to get something like this done. These 200s are hard to come by, but when you can find them, they're definitely worth picking up because it's a perfect size for backyard. I like the 30-inch tank over the 24-inch tank any day. But that being said, I've got a few 150s and a 120 to build for people who just want something a little bit smaller too. So that's next in the queue. So anyway, I figured I'd just do a quick walk around today, show you what's up. I'm not going to make any promises on when I'll get to the plasma table as far as like when I'll be able to start doing stuff on it. I really hope I can soon, but if not, I'm probably end up getting rid of it. I don't know if I'll have time to. Things with the food truck. Food truck's been crazy. I've had 4 events in a row this week, sold out all 4. Dating back to last week, I had 5 in a row. That was all sellouts. So it has been a whirlwind the last 7 days, but it's sure been a lot of fun. So this one's going out Wednesday. I've got 3 150s to build and then a 120. Then I got my buddy Steve down in Arizona who said he's not in any big hurry, but he wants a 330 on a trailer. And then I got my buddy that I built a 250 for last year or 2 years ago, who now wants a 500, and he's running a restaurant up in Carrollton, Missouri. So lots of stuff in the queue, lots of stuff going on as far as my barbecue pop-ups. I've got pop-ups going on every week. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that I post every Monday where I'll be in a city. And then if you seen that what I'm doing lately, I've got I have 10 dates coming up in a row where on Saturdays where I'll be at the Overland Park Farmers Market, which I'll be unveiling my brunch menu. And the brunch menu is everything from pork belly French toast with these really, really awesome brioche donuts that I get from Box and Bowl Bakery, breakfast burritos, and then breakfast hashes. So that's what I'm gonna be doing there. But I'll have my lunch menu as well. So I'll be selling brisket. I'll be doing meals, but I'll also be doing stuff by the pound also. So you wanna come out and find me, follow me on Instagram, Kansas City Smoked. Appreciate y'all's support. I'm gonna try to get more content out. It's just hard to do when you got 2 kids, wife, running all kinds of businesses everywhere you go. So anyway, been a lot of fun. Hope y'all like this one. Pretty quick walk around, but that's how I do it. So see you till next time.